In this video, we're going to show you how to buy a metro ticket, which daily or weekly pass is best for you, how to navigate the metro, and the costly mistakes you should avoid. Now, this is going to be a step-by-step tutorial. We're going to show you how to use the machines to buy your pass and how to use your phone as the pass itself. And stay tuned until the end because we're going to answer some of your questions at the end. Allez, on y va. Now, the Paris Metro is all within the Paris city limits, with the exception of a few lines that extends beyond, but that is the Paris Metro and that is Zone 1. Now, let's move to the big map so you'll see the whole extended Paris region. Now on this map, you can see that Zone 1 is the city of Paris, and this is where the Paris Metro is located. Everything that is beyond that is the trains or the RER. And you will take the train and the RER to go to and from the airport, like Charles de Gaulle, Disney right here, or Versailles, and of course, Orly, which is all the way at the bottom. Now, if you plan on having a pass that will give you access to all of this, you're going to need to have Zone 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You'll need all 5 of the zone so you can navigate in and out of the Paris Metro, including going to the airports and to the other attractions that you want to go to. But the thing you have to be really careful is you could hop on an RER here with a metro ticket and go all the way to Disney. There's nothing stopping you from it. But if you're controlled on your way to Disney with a metro ticket, you're gonna get a hefty fine. So it's really important that you get the proper pass.
If you go on the website to check out your metro options, it's easy to get confused because it can be really complicated. But let's break down the 4 main options for when you're buying tickets to ride the metro. First, you can buy a single trip on a paper ticket. You can get a Navigo Easy Pass for multiple one-off trips within the city limits, or you can get the Navigo Découvre It Weekly Pass for unlimited rides around Paris to Disney, Versailles, and the airports, or the Daily Visit Paris Pass, which also includes Paris, Disney, Versailles, and the airports.
Now let me show you the types of ticket machines that you will find at a metro and a train station in Paris. In all the metro stations in Paris, you're going to find these machines. The purple one here that you have on the left, and those one right here where you can buy the ticket. In a major train station, you'll see these ticket machines that are blue, red, and yellow. But these are strictly for long line train tickets, the one that are going to take you away from Paris, like Normandy, the south of France. Now, in a train station or the airport, you're going to see those machines right there with the blue, the white, or the pink bar. Now, the one with the pink bar at the top is the one you can use to buy your Navigo Pass and load it with your tickets, all in one transaction, which means that you don't need to speak to an attendant, and we'll show you that step by step later in the video. Now, the machines with the blue bar or the white bar do not sell the physical Navigo card. You can only refill a card, but you cannot buy the actual physical card. So it's important that you find one that has the pink bar.
And if you're using your Navigo Pass or your phone as a Navigo Pass, you just tap it right here on this little purple dot and go right through. As an insider tip, we recommend that you try and get your passes and your tickets away from a major station like Gare du Nord or Gare de Lyon, because the lines here will be pretty long, and if you just walk over to the next station over, you'll probably have no lines at the booth or at the machines. It'll be a lot easier, and you got less chances of being pickpocketed. Now, let's start by buying a single ride paper ticket. We're gonna tap here so it'll speak English. I don't have a Navigo Pass, so I'm gonna tap here. I want a T Plus ticket. I'm not buying the whole all-day pass. I just want a single ride, so I'm going to buy the single ticket. I want to ride a metro, a tram, a bus. That's what I want, a T Plus. And I just want one ticket. So here for €2.15, I'm going to tap on the number 1. That's the price. I'm going to validate that and insert my bank card. And since I already have the pass, I'm not going to buy it today, but it's really simple, just like any other place where you would put in your credit card to buy something, and then your ticket would fall right here, and then you'll get a little paper ticket just like that. Let me show you how to use that in the turnstile machine at the Metro. It's a little bit tricky because not all of them have it. So here, and it pops right back up on this side. Simple as that. And this isn't the best option because they're actively phasing those tickets out and encouraging people to use the Navigo cards or their phones. So some stations may not even have a turnstile where you can use the paper ticket. So while this is still available in 2024, we don't really recommend it.
The second option is the Navigo Easy Pass, and our preferred option if you're staying within the Paris city limits on Zone 1. Now you can buy this multiple ways. One of them is to go to a booth like this one with an attendant, just step up, say bonjour, ask them if they speak English, and then tell them that you want to buy a Navigo Easy Pass loaded with 10 trips. Now the physical Navigo card is €2 and the 10 tickets or trips on it are €17.35. And note that each person in your group needs to have their own card. You cannot just buy one card and tap for each person as you're going through. Each person needs to have their own individual card to get in. Now, the second option to buy your Navigo Easy card is to go to a machine where you can buy the Navigo card and have it loaded with the trips. In this machine, let me show you how. Follow me. Now, the advantage of this one is you don't have to speak to a human. You just can buy the card right there and have it loaded with trips. Let me show you how. Okay, so first you have to tap on the screen, obviously, pick the language. I'm gonna pick English. It's gonna make it easy for me. All right, so buy Navigo Pass with tickets, or you can buy cardboard tickets, or you can tap, which basically top it up, right? So we're gonna do that. We're gonna pick one. Now the next screen that I have is asking me how many cards do I wanna buy. So I'm just going, you can buy 1, 2, 3, you can see all up to 9 cards. So I'm gonna buy one, it's €2. And then it says, what do you want to do on there? Do you want to add a daily pass, Navigo Jeune Weekend? Whoops, let me go back. Navigo Jeune Weekend, that's just for the weekend, and that's Jeune means youth, the daily pass, or I'm just gonna add 10 trips. So that's tickets T plus, and then full fare and reduced fare. So be careful with the reduced fare because we've heard of some people buying the reduced fare thinking that they were eligible for a discount, but that's for 4 to 10 years old, right? So full fare. And then you can buy one for $2.15, you know, up to 8, or you can buy a booklet of 10 rides for $17.35. So let me click on that. And then I have $19.35, which is $17.35 plus my €2 for the card. So I'm good to go. So this is what it's telling me that I'm going to do. So I'm going to click on pay. And now I can insert my card. So I'm going to put my card in. I'm going to buy my card. It's telling me, please wait, approved. I remove my card. Don't forget your card. It's actually reminding you to take the card. My Navigo Pass is going to be created and is going to drop right there. There you go. I just bought myself a Navigo Pass loaded with 10 trips. I could have bought 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 9. And I don't have to go to the attendant and talk to them. So that's a great way to do it.
If you already have a Navigo card and you just want to add more rides to it, you come to a machine like this, any of them that say Rechargement, and you touch the screen and follow the instructions. So we're going to do it in English. I'm going to put my card right here in the little cup. It tells me I only have one ride left. So I'm gonna buy some single journey tickets. I'm just gonna add a book of 10. It's $17.35 for the 10 pack. I'm gonna validate that. I'll put in my bank card and the pass is now loaded. I just take my card and go over here. And there's a little window that'll tell you how many rides you have left.
Now, the third option to buy the Navigo Pass is to buy it on your phone. Now, unfortunately, that's not available with iPhone. They said that it would be ready to buy it with an iPhone as of 2024, but we've asked a couple of employees here and it's still not working. So bottom line, is if you have an iPhone, it's probably not going to work. This is only good for people with Androids. So now let me show you how to do it on your phone. This is my Paris screen where I have all the apps that are actually great. But the one that you want is this app, which is IDF Mobility. I'm gonna put a link in the description so you can go directly to it and download that app. And I'm gonna click on it and it's gonna open up. I'm gonna click on the little button at the bottom here that says purchase. And then I can buy tickets on my phone, or I can actually top up my Navigo Pass. So if you buy a Navigo Pass, you can actually top it up with your phone. But I'm just gonna buy a ticket here, right? And then you can see all the options that I have. I have the monthly, the weekly, the daily, or the young people, but this is the carnet of 10 tickets. This is what it translates to. The difference is that you don't have to buy the €2 physical card. Now, your phone is the card by itself. So basically you can buy one or two. I'm just gonna show you how to buy one. I'm just clicking on this. It's just asking you to accept the terms. And then it's just clicking on buy, and now it's bringing you to a credit card. Now, I'm not going to buy the ticket today, but it's basically you put your credit card information, and now you will have the passes on your phone, and you'll use your phone by the machine to get in the metro, and you do not need a physical card. This becomes your Navigo Easy card.
One of the questions we get asked all the time is, how do I keep safe and how do I keep my stuff safe when I'm traveling on the Paris Metro or in train stations? So we put a link in the description below to some of the travel gear that we love that can help keep you and your stuff safe. Check it out, see if it's for you. The third option is the weekly Navigo Découverte Pass. And that includes all zones, which is perfect if you're planning on going to Versailles or Disney and to and from the airports. Now, this is a great pass, except that it starts on Monday and ends on Sunday, regardless of when you buy it. So if you buy it on a Wednesday or a Thursday, it's really not worth it. And you'll also need a passport photo unless you're using it on your phone, because this physical card is strictly personal. And there are steps to buying the Navigo Découverte. You can buy the physical card at a booth with an attendant, first by saying bonjour and ask them if they speak English, then ask for the Navigo Découverte card loaded with a weekly pass. The physical card will cost you €5. The daily pass for all zones is €20.60, and the weekly pass is €30.75. You'll also need to sign the card and add your picture to the card. And don't forget to do that, because we've heard from people who got tickets because they didn't have a picture on their card, and you only have 24 hours to get that done, or you get a ticket for €35. And the good news is you'll find photo booths just like this at just about any metro station.
Now let me show you how to buy your weekly or your daily pass using your phone. It's the same thing. It's the IDF Mobility Pass. And then you go at the bottom here with purchase, and you can buy a ticket on your phone. And you can see here that you have all the things. So mine is actually in French, but semaine is weekly. It says 1 week. So it's called semaine in French, but it's a week, or daily. So you'll pick the weekly pass. And right here is automatically for all the zones, and it's €30.75. And you just click on that. And then I have to accept the term. I gotta say, I buy it. And now that's the same thing. You're just going to put your credit card into it, and now your phone is going to become your pass. You don't have to buy the €5 Découverte Pass. Now, let me say something about using your phone as the pass, whether it's the Navigo Easy or the Découverte. Well, we've heard from the staff here in the metro system is that it definitely works very poorly with an iPhone, and it's kind of like not 100% reliable with an Android, but significantly better. Ultimately, what I recommend is, unless you're very savvy with your phone and you're willing to deal with sometime the machine may work or not work, is to buy the Découverte card or the Easy. That will make your life a lot easier than having it with your phone. The other thing that you will need is you'll either have to have an eSIM or data on your phone so you can actually use it on your phone. So ultimately, if you're here as a visitor, I would recommend to buy the Navigo Easy or the Découverte or the Daily Pass. and that'll be the best way to go. Now, that being said, you can recharge your card using your phone. You do not have to go to an attendant or machine. So for example, if your card is empty in the morning, you can recharge your card using your phone. And that's awesome. Now, the fourth one that you can buy is the Paris Visit Pass, which is a daily pass for all the zones unlimited. That pass is perfect for people that want to use the transportation system just for one day and don't want to bother with buying the physical Navigo card or load the app on their phone. The cost of the daily unlimited pass paper ticket is 29 euros and 25 cents for all 5 zones. Now, you can buy that daily pass at one of those machines or at a booth with an attendant. This paper ticket is also strictly personal, and you need to put your first name and last name in. Of course, have one ticket per person. In addition to the IDF mobility app that we love, here is what we use when we're in Paris. Now, the first one, of course, is Google Maps. And what I can do here is I can search, for example, where I want to go. I want to go to the Eiffel Tower. I'm going to look for search, and I'm going to ask for directions, and I'm going to say I want to take the train. But look underneath here, it's giving me the public transportation option. I can take 2 buses, or I can take the Metro Line 4 to bus number 86, or this one, Metro number Line 4 to number 98. It's telling me it's going to take me 38 minutes. It's going to cost me $2.15, and it's giving me all the details here. So that's really an easy app to use. It'll give you all the detail. You can even add it to your calendar. That's an app that I recommend if you don't want to download anything fancy and beyond that. Now, the second app that I use a lot is the BONJOUR RATP app. Now, of course, I'm going to put a link in the description. This is the app for the metro system. So this is the same thing here. You're just going to say, where are you going? Let's just say I want to go to the Trocadero. This is where I went last time. It already knows my current location, and it's going to tell me how I can get there. It's giving me the first option for 31 minutes, which is Metro Line 4 to RER A to Metro 6. One too many change in my opinion, so I'm going to go with the second option, this one, which is Metro Line 4 to Metro Line 9. It's going to take me 31 minutes. But what I like about this is it's telling you right here in the middle which wagon you should get in, which is the middle. And then when you switch at Strasbourg-Saint-Denis. It's giving you the direction you should go in. And then this second line, you should sit in the back because that's where the exit is. So that's a little bit, a step above the standard Google map. The other thing that it has, which I look at all the time, is the map, the metro map. Right? And it has all the map at the bottom. So for example, if you say, I am near the Opera, you can actually look really close as to which station is near you. And it also has the bus map, and it has other kinds of map. It has the train maps. I mean, it has everything. Now, the Noctilien, that's the after hours. So this is after midnight, like the overnight buses that you can actually take in Paris. But the next app that you want to download, if you're going to be spending some time in Paris and taking the train, is the SNCF Connect. So this is if you want to take the train to go to Giverny, Chantilly, Vaux-le-Vicomte, if you want to go to Normandy, Loire Valley, if you want to go to the south. Here is how you're going to do it. You're going to say, I want to go to Giverny, and I'm going to be leaving from Paris. Like, I don't know. I'm just going to say, I'm in Paris. How do I get there? And it's going to give you the transportation option. It's going to tell you, this is where you go. You go from Paris Saint-Lazare. You take this train to Vernon-Chantilly, and it will take you 1 hour and 2 minutes, and it will have 3 stops. It even says which are the stops. So this is, and you can actually book the ticket right there, buy that ticket, and use your phone as the ticket with the SNCF. So that makes it super easy. Again, if you use the SNCF Connect and you put your credit card into it, you don't have to speak to an attendant. You don't have to buy a physical ticket. I do this all the time.
We get questions all the time. and it's not easy to answer all of them, and a lot of them are repeats. Here's some examples. We're a family of 5 planning our first trip to Paris, Disney included, for about 6 days total before we head down to Italy. Can I just buy one Navigo card and use it over and over to tap through the gates for the whole family? One ticket or one phone tap per person. You cannot buy one and tap it for the whole family. Quick question. When I have an itinerary and it'll take me 2 metros and 1 bus, does that mean I'll pay for 3 tickets? And is there a time frame allocated for transfers? You'll only need 1 ticket to ride on 2 metros and a bus, as long as it's only 90 minutes from the first time you scan your turnstile until you're riding on the bus. The next question, we're going to Paris during the Olympic Games, and I have heard that the Navigo weekly pass will be suspended during that time and that the prices will increase. Is that true? Yes, that's correct. You won't be able to buy the Navigo weekly pass from July 20th until September 8th. However, you will be able to buy the Paris 24 daily pass for all zones for 16 euros per person per day, or get the 5-day pass for 80 euros per person for all zones. The last question. Hi, can I purchase the Navigo weekly at the airport, Charles de Gaulle? Yes, you can. In the train station at Charles de Gaulle, you can buy the Navigo pass at a booth with an attendant during normal business hours. If the booth is closed because you're too early or too late in the day, just buy a one-way paper ticket to Paris and buy your pass once you get into town. Now that you know how to buy the right metro pass, next I would watch this video on how to avoid pickpockets and keep safe.